So what you're about to watch is part of an entire step-by-step course on how to use paid advertising with affiliate marketing. Completely step-by-step. It's actually part of a playlist if this is the first video watching here. So make sure you save the playlist, watch the entire thing in order. All of the titles are numbered and go step-by-step. Learn everything I've ever learned about selling affiliate products with Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads. It's all here, completely for free on my channel. Infamous Joel here, and in this video we're going to go over how to buy a domain name. One of the first steps into building this backend, if you're just doing organic marketing and you're just pumping people through an affiliate link, it is not that important to have a domain name because you don't necessarily need a funnel. I say you don't need a funnel. I know it's like crazy to say that in the online space. Everyone's like, you need a funnel, you need a funnel. I promise you, I built my 6-figure affiliate marketing business the first time around because I actually built 2 6-figure businesses as an affiliate. But the first time around, didn't have a funnel at all. No email list, no funnel, website, whatever you want to call it. I didn't have one. All I did was, you'll learn later if you want to do organic, Facebook organic marketing, no funnel, no funnel. So I didn't have a domain name for the first year or so. Actually a little bit more than that, almost 2 years. I had no blah, blah, blah.com. I had nothing. I had no online presence. Yet I was making a consistent 10K per month, even without one. That doesn't mean right from the beginning, but we'll get into that later. But at the same time, what I'm saying to show you all this is that this is not super important unless you plan to you're gonna run you have a nice budget and you're gonna run ads. Sorry, I'm not feeling good this morning. But you have a nice budget and you're going to run ads, you definitely need a domain and you definitely need a funnel 100%. If you're planning on not running ads at all, you're doing all organic and you're like, you know what, I just want things to be simple, I don't want to go through this whole process, fine, don't do it. You don't need to, okay? I'm a fan of keeping it simple. Simple, 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 simple. One of the main reasons that a lot of people don't see success with affiliate marketing or with any business is that they make it too complicated, and the guru, the coach, even makes it too complicated. I'm never going to make things complicated for you guys. I'm always going to tell you simple, simple. So the only reason you'd want to do this is if you're running ads, you have to, okay? There's no other option. You need your funnel, you need a domain. Those are just the rules of the ad platforms. Or number 2, if you are doing organic and you have a little bit more free time and you want to collect people's emails for yourself, so you can email them, you can have your own platform where it's like, okay, I'm emailing my leads, I'm building relationships with them. It's valuable. I'm not going to say it's not, but also I was able to do it without that for a long time. So it's not paramount is what I'm saying. All right, so let's get into it. How do you buy a domain? So one of the biggest things is the name itself. Everyone gets stuck on the name itself. I'm going to simplify it for you. If you don't have some kind of a brand name that you're thinking of, for me, the Infamous Joel was always going to be my brand name. But at the same time, I was in prison for 7 years and I had a lot of time to sit down and brainstorm and plan this stuff out. Like seriously, I planned it way back then. I knew what my name was going to be and all that stuff. But to the average person jumping into this, you don't have 7 years. We need to get rocking and rolling right now. So if you're in the make money online space, or really in any space, if you're in the dating space, weight loss, fitness, any of that stuff, the easiest thing to name your domain name is just whatever your name is. Fitness with John. Let's say that's what it is. Fitnesswithjohn.fit. So it didn't come up. But something a little more complicated. Lose weight with John the man. Probably not taken. Lose weight with John the man.com, right? $10 a year. Very, very cheap. Domains are not expensive. Unless you're competing for domain names. Let's say your name is Sally, right? Make money with Sally. I don't even know if that's how you spell Sally. Make money with Sally.money. It means that, oh no, .com is not even taken. It just suggested makemoney.com or whatever. All right, so make money with Sally, another $10 right there. There you go. These are the simplest domain names to come up with, like by far. Okay, it's like you don't need to overthink it. You don't need some fancy name, some fancy whatever. Just don't overthink this and give yourself like something really really simple. Sorry, not a space. Make money with David the King. You know, David the King. A little nickname at the end there. There it is. Make money with davidtheking.com. It's a little wordy. That's not even how you spell money, but it's a little wordy and it's a little long. I get that, but it's like make money with David or something like that. Okay, let's see if that comes up. Make money with David. I don't think .com is going to be available for that one. .ai is good, but it's a little bit expensive. Make money with David the guy. The guy. Make money with David the guy. All right, so let's go add to cart. Show you a few other things here. For the most part, you don't need SSL script. A lot of the funnel platforms that we use will be giving you one. It's primarily like System.io is going to give you one, so you don't need that. Some of the add-ons we're looking at here. One that I would definitely recommend is business email. Okay, what is a business email? A business email is like mine. Mine says Joel at theinfamousjoel.com. It looks like it's coming from a business. The reason that that's important is if you're building an email list and the email software, let's say Gmail, right, notices that this email is coming from a business, from a professional business account, there are higher chances, not all the time, but higher chances that you won't end up in the spam folder. Okay, because, oh, okay, this is a business that's coming in. Let's let this in. And then there's some other stuff with that, but we'll get to that later. But it just also looks better. It looks like you're really in business. It looks more professional, et cetera, yada, yada, yada. It's always recommended that you go with a business email. So out of all of these, the only one that I would say is even worth your time at all is getting the business email. There is a free trial with it. I don't know how much it costs after that. I'm going to put that in the cart. Then I'm going to go to view items, or let me go to checkout and see what that looks like. Okay, so checkout. As you can see, we have domain registration. It goes on for a year. You can change this. If you're like locked in, like, no, that's my domain for a long time, I believe in a way it's kind of like cheaper. Yeah, I think it's kind of like, oh no, is it? I can't really tell. It's a little cheaper, but even if it's not cheaper, it's like the peace of mind of knowing you definitely have that domain for that many years, because after a year they're going to automatically renew anyway, and you don't have to think about it. You know, I have it automatically renew. Okay, so you have Pro Email is the only upsell or the only extra that we signed on for, and it has 2 months or it has a year. We can put a year there because, you know, I want make money with DaveTheGuy.com to be my professional email. Now, what will happen is if I put Joel as my sender name, it'll say Joel at makemoneywithdavidtheguy.com. So it just like, you know, it looks more professional. And this also helps later if you're going to build out a staff, because what you'll do is you'll give your staff different emails inside of your business email account. So maybe you hire Jessica, and it's like Jessica at, you know, Make Money with David. It's, you know, you hire Tom at Make Money with David. So you all appear like you're working at the same company. I mean, you are, right? And so you all look more professional, that this is all the same company that the lead is dealing with, the customer is dealing with, you know. And even though as an affiliate, you're not really dealing with like, you know, customer service and handling credit card or whatever, you're not really dealing with that stuff. That's mostly at scale. Like I'm talking, you're doing like 50K a month as an affiliate. You're going to hire like VAs and customer service people and all this stuff, because you'll have a lot of stuff moving around. You'll have a lot going on. So you will get some emails from people, even though you are not the company that sold them the thing that you promoted, they will still email you. I promise you, I've had it done. Okay. It happens. It's a real thing. So that's the only thing that I would recommend with that. Leave that alone for now. This is Namecheap. If you already have a domain through another provider and not Namecheap, it's fine. in the following lessons and the following parts where you're building out your funnel and all that stuff, and we're setting it up, then just kind of makeshift, kind of like do it the way that your platform does it. You know, pay very little attention to how it's done here. Most of them are all the same. GoDaddy, Google, all of them, they're pretty much all the same. Okay, they all operate the same. The screens just look different. All right, I'm the infamous Joel, and I'm out. Infamous Joel here, and welcome to this lesson where we will now be setting up your domain with your System.io account. If you don't already have a System.io account, shame on you. Get your System.io account down below somewhere. I'll probably have a link, an affiliate link there. It is free. We use System.io. People get all concerned about what tool do I use, which one's the best, should I use Aweber, should I use that? And I'll tell you this, they're just tools. That's all they are. That is not a business. That's not affiliate marketing. It doesn't matter if you use ClickFunnels, Builderall, that none of that matters. These are just tools. It's like a carpenter. You give him whatever tools you have, he will still build the floor, right? It doesn't matter what he uses. I'm sure he might prefer one or the other, but it's not about the tool. The tool's not going to magically make you money. Okay, that being said, I love System.io because it's an all-in-one. It has your email stuff, has your automations, has your course stuff. If you want to give away like free courses or small courses, eventually you will be launching your own kind of small thing. You'll have your course software right here. So you can have your own courses, you can have blogs, you can have, oh my God, it's amazing. And it's free. Like, it's freaking crazy. It's free. You eventually have to pay if you start growing, but who cares, right? By that time, you're making money. So I love it. I stopped using everything else. That being said, that's my short little sales pitch there. Get System.io. Okay. Anyway, next thing you're going to do is you're going to come over here to the top right corner where you see settings. Okay. Let's go to settings, and you'll see down here, custom domain. Okay. And then from custom domain, you're going to add your domain. So that exact name that you just went ahead and bought at Namecheap, you're going to type it in here and you're going to hit save. Next thing you're going to do, it's going to give you this like little window of instructions. This is where it gets a little bit confusing. DNS configuration for your domain. What this means is that now that you have your domain plugged into System.io on here, right? Your domain is still sitting over on Namecheap, and they have to communicate with each other. It has to be set up in such a way where when people type in that name, blah, blah, blah.com, it takes them over to your System.io funnel. Okay? Very confusing, stupid computer language talk. It took me a long time to understand what any of this stuff means, but it's super, super simple. Okay? I'm going to show you exactly what to do. So you're going to get this page right here, DNS configuration for your domain. It looks super confusing, and it is. For a long time, I couldn't figure out what this was or how it worked. Let me show you exactly what to do, okay? You go over to Namecheap. I'm going to sign into mine so I can show you an example here. Now, Namecheap, if you have an account now, you have domains. I have way too many, but you have a domain that you bought, right? You'll see it listed here on your dashboard, and you'll just scroll down to your domain. Let me pull out this one. Let's see here. Okay, let's do the infamousjoel.com. Okay, we're gonna hit manage on the right side there, and we see all these options. You want to go over to advanced DNS. Okay, advanced DNS. We want to go right here. Okay, and this is where it gets super confusing, so follow along very carefully here. It says actions. We see this drop down here. It says actions. No, that's not it. I messed up. All right. We see add new record. That's what I wanted to find. Add new record. And we're going to scroll down to until we see CNAME record. CNAME record. Okay, right here. And from CNAME record, you're going to type in there. Is this it right here? I'm trying to remember where it is. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Just making sure, because listen, I get so confused with this stuff. It's ridiculous. So anyway, so from what it says over on System.io, we're just going to copy and paste. Now, when it says this part, this is where it gets confusing. www.affiliatefranchise.com. Let me go to the right example so it doesn't get confusing. Infamous Joel. www.infamousjoel.com. we're not putting the whole thing. We're just putting www. Copy. Right here it is. And paste right here. That's what's going to go under host. Host is www. Okay? And then this part right here after CNAME, we're going to paste it in value. That's the value. And you see it's already kind of pre-selected there. I already put it in. So that's it. And then you're going to click the check mark, and that's done. Now there's another one. This right here. There's another one. Same thing. We're not putting the .infamousjoel.com or whatever your domain is. We're not putting that. Everything before this last dot. All this right here. We're going to copy it, and that's going to be our host, and paste it. Okay? I would click paste, but I don't want to mess anything up. So you would paste that as your host, and then everything after this CNAME part, all this, copy, and that's going to be your value. Okay? You paste it here. Click the little check mark so that it saves, and that's it. And here's another one they don't tell you. You're also going to create 2 more CNAME records. All these are CNAMEs. You keep clicking add record, add another CNAME. So you should have 4 CNAMEs by the end. I don't know why you need to add these, but I went back and forth with support there. I think it might have to do with the emails or something. But you're going to, I'm going to leave like a document or something down below this video so that you're going to copy and paste these. System.io1 domain key, System.io2 domain key. And then the value is this, key 2, key 1. Okay, and then check those off. I'm going to create like a little document with these 2, because these here, the other 2 CNAMEs that I started with, that it gives you here, those are personal to you. So I can't really like, create a doc and have you copy and paste, because they're going to generate specific numbers to you in your account. Just make sure you put them all in the right place or it's not going to work. And then these are universal. Everybody has to have these. So you'll have 4 CNAME records. Make sure they're all saved, and you should be good to go. You come back here. Everything should be working properly and all connected to System.io. It's a pain in the ass. I'm not going to lie. It was really, really weird and took long, and it was a pain in the buttocks. But you have System.io, and I would highly recommend, if it still is acting weird, it doesn't make sense, come on over here to the help button. Okay, click the contact us, and they have a form right here where your name and email, send them a message. They are really good. They are usually really, really, really good. They come back to you like the next day. Okay, so, and please don't bother me with this stuff. I'm not trying to be an ass or anything like that. It's just I hate tech, and I would much rather be, coaching you on the important stuff, which is your marketing, your sales. You're like, that stuff is the stuff I love. That's the stuff that's going to make you money. This tech stuff, it should not sideline you for like hours and days and weeks and months. Okay, get the tech support you need, get it set up. And if it takes longer, whatever, it's not the end of the world. Just keep doing phase 1, keep on, getting the leads through and everything like that. You'll eventually figure this out and get this set up. It's not like, I'm going to stop Joel and track him down and ask him to come do this. Like, it's not that important. It's really not. But that being said, this is how you set this up. Pain in the butt. Hopefully it works the very first time you try it. I'll put these down below so that you don't lose them or forget them or anything like that. Add these 2 CNAMEs. But these are your personal ones. Okay. All right, that being said, let's move on from that's the freaking hardest part ever. I hate that part, but that's it. Take it easy. I will see you in the next lesson. Infamous Joel here, and in this video, real quick, we're going to talk about your landing page tool, which is going to be System.io. There is some great landing page tools out there. If you Google search, and you'll find a lot of great stuff out there. There's one called Landly or something. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's like one of the fastest. Pretty much every tool out there has its pros and cons. What I love about System.io, and the reason that we're using it for this program, is 2 main reasons. Okay, number 1, I'm an affiliate for it. So if you click down below and you click on my affiliate link and get signed up, number 2, it's free. So there's really no reason for you not to sign up and use it. It's freemium, to be completely transparent, which means at a certain point you'll start paying for it. But by that point, you've gotten a lot of traffic, you're making a lot of money, so it'll be necessary to upgrade it to use, some of the deeper tools that this offers. But in the beginning, just to set up a few pages or a page or two, and just start getting a campaign going and start making money. Really, you can make money with just one landing page, so focus on that at first. That is it. And also, number two, once you get set up in here, and I have a landing page here that I can actually give you as a template. I'll give you a few down below this video. I'll always upgrade with different templates. I'm calling this one health product number one. So this one is great if you're trying to promote some kind of a health product. All you would do is go in here if you want to kind of do a DIY a little bit, and change out some of the wording and just use the same page for your campaigns, okay? There will be a list underneath this video, and that list will constantly be updated with new stuff. Oh, I put it away. Where did I just go with it? Okay, come back. Anyway, that list will always be updated with new pages and new campaigns that I'm running. And also, here's another really cool part about System.io. If I go to settings, and we scroll all the way down to workspace members, you can see I've already gone ahead and added our staff members, okay, to my account. And feel free to invite our staff to your account. That way, if you need help with your funnel, or sorry, not funnel, but landing page, if you need help with it, you need help some design ideas or some headline or some whatever, which we'll get into deeper later. Well, I won't say get into deeper later. It's really, when you're doing this stuff, a lot of it comes down to spying on competition, which we will get into later. You can actually spy on the competition's pages, okay, landing pages, which is where I got a lot of the ideas for this page. I didn't invent this, I reinvented it. There's a big difference. As a great affiliate marketer, almost all the great ones, okay, they just reinvent what is already working. So I found a big affiliate marketer already doing super well with this product that I'm promoting. I tracked them down, I spied on them, and I saw a very similar page that they made to this. It's not the exact same page, you never completely copy, but I saw the layout, I saw the wording, I said, okay, I'll do something very similar with a few tweaks here and there, and throw some of my ideas into it, and there you go, I have a page, voila, okay? So, that makes it so much easier for you. This tool is free. You can make, I forget how many pages you can make in the beginning for free. I think 3 before you ever have to upgrade. But that's plenty for you to start making money. You want to keep your money, you want to keep your budget for your ads. That's where you want most of your budget to go in the beginning, okay? You don't want to be paying for landing page tools and stuff like that in the beginning. You just want to, I'm a big proponent of start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. In the beginning, we need to get some cash flow coming in. So although I'll recommend a tool or two here and there, whenever I can find you something that you can do for free that is very quick to get things set up, I will always recommend it. And that's why I recommend System.io. So get this. I'll leave my affiliate link down below. Invite the team members if you can. I'm not sure if you can do that on the free plan, but if you can't, no big deal. I'll leave some of my pages, templates, and things like that down below this video that you can copy and you can tweak as you spy on the competitors, which we'll get into later. And you can adjust your pages to match what's working already, okay? I'm the infamous Joel, and I'm out.